everyone, welcome. My name is Hannah Kilgore and I am the Study Abroad Manager here at Trinity College Dublin. And in this presentation, I'll walk you through everything you need to know about studying abroad at Trinity. So let's get going. Why study abroad at Trinity? So we are Ireland's top university. We offer a world-class education. We have a beautiful campus right in the heart of Dublin city centre. It's easy to travel around the rest of Ireland and Europe from here. You can mix and match classes from across Trinity. We have a supportive and fun community. You have study abroad specific support throughout your time abroad. It's a safe and fun destination, and you can connect with Trinity's global alumni network after you finish your semester or year abroad here, which means that you'll not only have your home university's alumni network, but you'll also have Trinity's. So a little more about Trinity in case you aren't familiar with us. We are a prestigious and historic research-intensive university in the heart of Dublin city centre. We have a beautiful campus. We were founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I, and we're Ireland's leading and most innovative university. So there's a quick video here that will help you get familiar with Trinity, and I'll play that really quickly.
Inspiration has lived here since 1592, and more than 400 years later, it's still going strong. Inspiration has helped burgeoning writers put pen to paper and given world leaders a head start. It has set the stage for budding playwrights and creative characters that will never die. For countless actors who started here, inspiration has played a part. Work done in Trinity helped split the atom, battled cancer, and guided man's first giant leap. From here, we've inspired people around the world. But even with this proud history, we are firmly focused on the future. Today, we are making new discoveries and inspiring the next generation of history makers.
Great. Perfect. So the next section is discovering Ireland. So giving you a little more context about where Trinity is in Dublin and in Ireland. So you can see from here, we're located right in the heart of the city centre, and that since 1592, Dublin really grew around Trinity, which is lovely. And why Dublin? You can see here, we're a global tech hub, we're a fun city, we're one of the best student cities in the world. It's easy to connect to the rest of Ireland and see all of the beauty the coast and the countryside has to offer. We're the 12th safest city in the world. There's lots of city life and culture, and we're a really friendly city. So lots of different reasons. And this is our last little video. It's Ireland in 60 seconds. And keep an eye out because you'll see Trinity and its campus pop up loads of different times in this video. Here we go. that gave you a little introduction into studying abroad in Ireland and lots of different clips of the scenery in the countryside and city that you'll be able to expect. So now what I'll do is walk you through a little more detail about studying abroad. So you have the option to come to Trinity for a full academic year or for a single semester, and you have the choice to come in either autumn or spring. You can enroll in up to 6 different areas of study and take classes across Trinity in all areas, including STEM. And we offer lots of programming for study abroad students specifically, including a special pre-arrival and orientation program, but you'll also have access to clubs, societies, and events across Trinity that are open to all students. And you'll have support throughout your time abroad, both from the study abroad side and from Trinity as a whole. In terms of a few nitty-gritty things you'll need to keep in mind when applying, we do have a strict GPA requirement of US 3.1. So that is the US grade point average. And if your country doesn't operate with GPA, you can just calculate the equivalent. And it is a pretty strict requirement to have at least 3.1. So if you're interested in coming, but you don't meet that requirement, I would say you can always email us to ask, but in general, the best thing to do is just plan on doing a semester in the future after you're able to get that GPA up to the minimum. So individual areas of study at Trinity may have slightly different entry requirements. For example, economics and political science actually require a 3.5 GPA minimum. But for the most part, most areas of study, are in line with that 3.1 GPA. You will specify your areas of study on your application to Trinity, which is quite different than the system you may be used to, but I'll talk you through that in a minute. And you'll need to apply by the relevant deadlines, which you can see below. For autumn or full year, it's April 15th, and for spring semester, it's October 15th. And make sure to also check with your home university what their deadlines are for applying for permission to study abroad, because that's a really important part of the process as well. There's also no fee to apply, so keep that in mind. In terms of academic experience, as I said, you can mix and match modules, which is just the Trinity word for classes, from across Trinity's 3 faculties. There's a full list of areas of study offered at Trinity in our study abroad guide, and you can also look through our module directory to see examples of modules available in each area of study, but you won't have the final list until you arrive, which again, is probably quite different than what you're used to. And as I mentioned, you'll specify up to 6 areas of study on your application for admission to Trinity, and then you'll enroll in those classes on arrival. And those classes will be in those areas of study that you've been admitted to. So the reason our application process works like that is because students at Trinity and in Ireland are enrolled in one course of study with prescribed classes. So this is why you apply to those areas of study as a study abroad student rather than to Trinity as a whole. It sounds confusing, but we have an how to apply guide that walks you through everything you need to know about that process. In terms of our academic style, there is a strong emphasis on independent research at Trinity, so we'll be a great fit if you enjoy independent learning and self-driven research. In terms of the student experience, Trinity, as I've said, has a city center campus buzzing with activity. It's right in the middle of the city, but it's actually an enclosed gated campus that's open during the day. So you get the best of both worlds in terms of, a closed campus, but also a city campus. There's always something to do at Trinity. There are always events going on. And we have students from all over the world here, from more than 118 countries. We have more than 170 clubs, societies, and sports groups on campus. So there are lots of ways to get involved with the student life here at Trinity. And we have two of the oldest debating societies in the entire world, the Phil and the HIST. Just a few images from around campus there for you. And as I mentioned, sports clubs are also available. They're a popular option for making friends and staying active while you're abroad. We also have lots of great sports facilities here at Trinity, including a state-of-the-art sports center, fitness classes, a fitness theater, a 25-meter swimming pool, climbing walls, cycling studios, playing fields, boathouse, and more. And every student receives automatic access to our sports center. All you need to do is go in person with your student ID and activate it, and that's it. So in terms of student supports, our study abroad team are here to support you throughout your experience. So you have access to the study abroad specific support through our office, but you also have access to all supports offered to Trinity students, which include, but are by no means limited to, the Student Learning and Development Office have great academic support, the Senior Tutors Office, counseling services, health services, peer mentoring. There's a student-to-student program that's brilliant, and you'll automatically be assigned a student-to-student mentor during orientation. There's also global room support for international students specifically, which is great, and lots more. In terms of our accommodation option, we have modern and newly built student accommodation just a short walk from Trinity, and you'll be housed with other full degree and study abroad Trinity students. So each student has a private bedroom and bathroom, which is great, with a shared kitchen and living area among 4 to 6 students per suite. The accommodation also has on-site 24/7 support, maintenance, social events, a modern gym, a common room and a study room, laundry room, bike storage, pretty much everything you need. And there's more info at the Binary Hub page on Trinity's site, which is linked right there. And there's also more information in our study abroad guide, which I'll link to at the end of this presentation. So in terms of resources, the next thing to note is, of course, our response to COVID-19. This page, tcd.ie/study/FAQ, has everything you need to know. There are key updates, FAQs for students, accommodation FAQs, everything you might want to know. But of course, again, feel free to reach out to us if you have any specific questions or concerns. And then finally, I'd recommend visiting our website, so tcd.ie/study/study-abroad/inbound, to view all of our resources, including our study abroad guide, our how to apply guide, our actual link to submit your application, our link to student blogs. These study abroad blogs are written by students and for students, and they're a really great asset. I recommend, having a search through them, or even going back a bunch of semesters to look through all of the content. There's loads of great information on there, and they're written by students, so they'll give you a really good idea of what the actual student experience is like. I studied abroad at Trinity myself many years ago, but these students have been here very recently, and they know what the experience is like inside and out. So definitely check those out. And then there's also a register your interest form, which is by no means required, but if you're interested in applying and want to make sure that you receive reminders about the application deadlines and, more information, absolutely go through and complete that form. And then you can always contact us at study.abroad@tcd, as in Trinity College Dublin, .ie. they will be able to help you at study.abroad with any questions or concerns you might have. Thank you. Yeah, that's everything. So if you are interested in Trinity and want to know more, definitely look through those resources I highlighted on the previous page. Make sure to check out the website, check out the blogs, register your interest, and make sure to submit your application by the relevant deadline. So that's April 15th or October 15th if you're looking at spring. Great. Well, if you have any questions, do let us know. It's been a pleasure to walk you through studying abroad at Trinity, and don't hesitate to reach out. We can always schedule a one-to-one meeting if you have any other questions or, just want to have a chat about what studying abroad at Trinity is like. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're keeping safe and well, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.